We are in the losers bracket semifinal between BlvkHvnd and BlvkHvnd. And we see a Sylveon being played. So actually BlvkHvnd starting to copy what Random Gaming did in Europe. Playing the Sylveon jungle. And we have a black screen. I don't know what's happening. Production issues. Oh, the camera's bugging out. Okay, they're trying to find it. There we go. Alright, I think we're in it now. BlvkHvnd against BlvkHvnd. We have a Blastoise, Lucario, Hooper, Sylveon, and Blissey. Versus Blissey, Hooper, Lucario, Greninja, and Ninetales. So rare Ninetales are being played. I haven't really seen that in Europe whatsoever. Both teams kind of stopped playing Ninetales in the end. And I'd like to see the Sylveon yet again. So I didn't say that Random Gaming is doing. Sylveon taking one buff away, going top lane afterwards, and then Squirtle taking the jungle afterwards. Yeah, let me remove that. First piece on bot side, and we have an exit attack as well on the Ninetales. So it's for sure going to be a Aurove. Hooper looking for an invade here, Mob Warp. Walking towards the enemy jungle, checking if anything is up. He's going to steal the Codfish away with the XP share. Hooper, and he's probably going to base. No, he's actually going to look for an invade. He wants to take this blue buff away. And he might actually get away with it. BlvkHvnd has no idea this is happening right now. They have absolutely no idea. And he's going to get away with it. Absolute robbery down there. The jungle invade Hooper. Getting a buff, has the XP share, so doesn't necessarily need experience anyway, so you can just chill in the enemy jungle. Be annoying. Going to red buff, you just hyperspace as well. You can always hyperspace back out. There we go. Goes back to base very fast. Very, very strong at invading. Pretty much, it's hard to get punished. Even if it gets bad, you just hyperspace. Go back to your side of the map. And be happy. Botlane's still looking good though for the side of BlvkHvnd. And we see a Sword Vest as well. So Bloodline now, no more Score Shield. Score Shield again getting a huge nerf in the last patch. And certain players decide now to just in a Sword Vest. And the Sword Vest against Blissey, Hooper, Ninetales is great. All of them do a lot of special attack damage. So you actually do negate a good amount of chunk damage as well. Blissey having a very high special defense too. Add some more special defense on it, a small shield, and Blissey pretty much becomes unkillable on the spot side. Of course it doesn't do as much as it maybe does, but you know, I kind of like it. Interesting adjustment there, just for laning phase as well. Because again, Score Shield did lose a lot of value on Blissey on general on Pokemon. Pretty weak item now overall, in general. What side of fighting is going on? Chaotic though, getting a kill on Bolby on top side. Getting him. Getting a quick kill, already level 8 now. Just gonna go back to base. And we start moving towards bot side. He actually don't think he had to base, so he had a hyperspace Hooper, could have maybe potted him in, but he actually goes for his buffs. Okay, he goes for another buffs on the right side. He's gonna try and get level 9 before BlvkHvnd can hopefully kill this. But Otter with the level 8 Sylveon already has Unite Move. With Unite moving in, Overlord is dropping very, very low, and they get one kill, they get 2 kills. Hooper also goes down. Hooper, Lucario, dice double kill for BlvkHvnd, and they're gonna get a free dread, unless... No, they can't make it there in time. Egg Bomb is trying to steal it away. They have to be also careful not to die now. Chaotic is here though. Can Chaotic find any kills? Does he have a surf reset? Yeah, he does. No, he doesn't find a surf reset yet. There we go. He finds one kill though. On Lucario, takes him down. Celestial now might also die. Yes, another kill. Did find a surf reset, but those auto takes are just enough to get some kills anyways. Hyperspace, back to base. They're gonna get full HP. And Overlord is not looking for a kill, and he actually finds the kill on Hooper. Takes him down. BlvkHvnd now very, very aggressive on the spot side. They really want to break this goal. Very jumping in. Caress is just casting. Actually, he's just channeling his 30 things. Gets Blissey Unite moved. But he is so deep. But can he get the hyperspace? No. No, he did. But Blissey dies. Oh my, there's so much action going on. Overlord is also going to die. Chaotic now the next one. Dies to the close combat. And Bolby picks up a nice double KO. BlvkHvnd's so aggressive on the spot side. Endless brawling. But they do in the end kind of trade evenly. BlvkHvnd being a bit too aggressive there. Ninetales jumping in. Jumping in. Trying to score 30 points and gets punished for it. Probably a bit too optimistic. Bolbina with a nice lead over Overlord. Playing out the Power Punch and Close Combat. The one that we saw in the European tournament being played by Redmore, who had a lot of success with it. Rotom is also being attacked now. Don't think BlvkHvnd can necessarily contest this. But the score has to be broken first. This Rotom does nothing, but the score isn't broken. So Blastoise is trying to get it Celestial, but those AoE attacks from Ninetales are hitting very hard. And they do find a kill as well. Bolby actually goes down. Celestial is also dropping under half HP. And they can't kill this goal. And again, they can't do Rotom here, because if Rotom kills this goal, it's just a wasted. They would lose so many points, so much experience. Would absolutely make no sense. Mopop's the only level 8 on bot side as well. Stress really looking for his level 9. Can he find it on this Audino? He's getting so far behind. But the serve reset gets the Odin as well. And no points, dropping his Unite move already very, very early on. He just wants to poke Chaotic as much as he can. He's blinking after him. Does he? He kills him. Support, by the way. 102 zeros. The enemy Greninja with Hooper. Going for the Dreadnought now. They're going to start using Unite moves for it. And there we get it. It goes over to Sylveon. And the setup for Ascent. Can I look for some more kills as well? Mopop is probably going to die. Gets eject buttoned on by Celestial and they take him down as well. Ninetales also already dead. But, oh, the Unite move for Blissey on Chaotic. They're actually going to team wipe full send. Out of nowhere. Double KO for Blissey. Greninja cleaning up the rest. And they're going to get a huge overcap as well. What just happened? Triple KO for the Greninja. And suddenly they just all died. The Blissey Greninja completely team wiping full send. Sending them fully back to base. And now with the 130 point lead as well, having a huge overkill on the tier 1 go on bot side. What an amazing turnaround for BlvkHvnd. Rotom is up on top side now. Sylveon is getting hunted by Lucario, and Lucario actually gets the kill. Overlord's able to pick the kill up on Sylveon. Can they break the goal as well? Yes, they can. Probably. Curious is trying to channel. Yes, he breaks the goal. Nice overcap as well. It was very, very low on HP. And Curious desperately still looking for level 13 on this Ninetales. It's very important to be level 13. Veil Plus makes you tankier, also less cooldown. And Overlord dying actually. Getting picked off by Volby. 1 minute 17 until Zapdos spawns. Game is looking very close. Very, very close. Greninja is the highest level in the game. Celestial is still looking for level 13 for the Rapid Swim Plus as well. Makes them more tanky. Very important to have. I think this is all on Chaotic. If Chaotic and Blissey together can carry this game. Pretty much all in his hands the way if he plays the team fights well. On this Greninja. Looking to be level 14 as well. Sylveon only level 12. But Sylveon honestly doesn't need too many levels. Level 12 is good enough. Where you get your Carmine Plus. But obviously the more levels, the more special attack you get, so the more damage he will also deal. Rotom is not being attacked. Chaotic is working on it. With his Greninja basic attacks. And Overlord is looking very, very deep right. He has the Bone Rush out though, but Volby is ready for it. He's ready for the Bone Rush and he power punches him. Power punches him, close combat, takes him down. Overlord down, but the Rotom goes over to BlvkHvnd. Rotom goes over to BlvkHvnd. He'll probably just get cleared very fast, or maybe Fullsend just completely ignores it as well. I mean, this Rotom is probably not going to decide the game. I mean, it could, honestly. If this Rotom goes in and they score 100 points on top side, they have such a huge point lead. The Zapdos might even matter at some point, but yeah, they just let Rotom in. They're like, oh, BlvkHvnd is not going to score there anyways. Point is to defend. And they'd rather just have positioning mid lane. I was going to look for a rip on Zapdos. Yeah, they're just going to rip Zapdos, actually. Bliss Unite comes off. Blastoise Unite is going to happen anytime soon as well. Who's going to get this? It goes over to Hoopers. No points, the one securing it. Chaotic on 1 HP. I think Volby could have killed him. Actually, just lets him live there. Doing the same that Random Gaming does. Instantly flipping on spawn. Slow points waiting for Super Unbound to untime because he can't score in Hooper Unbound. And they're going to get a nice 200 point lead. Almost 200 point lead right here. Look at that Sylveon damage. It's so nice. And the instant flip happens. And it could be game 1. There's still 90 seconds to go though. 90 seconds to go. BlvkHvnd can still maybe make something happen if they push through bot lane. Gonna pick some Aeos energy. Yeah, and full send, just full sending Zapdos. Exactly. They just full send on Zapdos. Take it down. 1 minute 10 to go. Can BlvkHvnd do anything in this day? Do they have a chance? Blissey running with the safeguard, but again, safeguard score sheet doesn't stack anymore, so gets cancelled very, very fast. And there's a very deep Blissey Unite going onto the Greninja, and they actually get a kill. Sylveon is going to die. It's a lot of their damage gone, but killing this water spot, Rapid Swim Blastoise is so difficult on the spot. He still has Unite move as well. Mopop walking to the enemy side. He's actually going to get 62 in. But his team is currently dying on bot side. Lucario's down. Can they actually find some kills now? Slashcan is going to get dropped. Chaotic is still alive right now though, surfing around. Can he find anything? The hyperspace gets him back to base. They're gonna get full HP again. They could actually maybe still win this. If they kill Bloodline and Celestial, they might actually win. And Celestial goes down. No, the Bloodline goes down. But the goal broke and they don't have enough points anymore. Okay, it's over, but honestly, that got kinda close. That got very, very close in the end. Only 40 point difference. Mopop is going to fall. Can Overlord pull a miracle? Tries to score. Can't quite do it. And first game goes to full send. In game number 2 between BlvkHvnd and full send. And we see Overlord switching away from his Lucario. I think. Yeah, he's on Machamp now. Overlord going for the Machamp. He's very, very known for his Lucario. Didn't have the best game last game actually. He died quite often. didn't have a big impact and decides to go into Machamp now. Into this full send Sylveon jungle. Sylveon again clearing the jungle. We have Celestia walking towards bot side. Who is, I think, normally their jungler. It's gonna start going over here. It's gonna start clearing those. But good early game for BlvkHvnd on bot side. Able to secure most of these Audinos. Sylveon already put top side very, very early on. Wait, did Overlord actually die on top side? I'm not sure if he did, but he had to go back to base. Had to walk back top lane. Might have just lost a very bad trade and had to fully reset in HP from this early Sylveon gank. There we go, Otter BGC. On the Sylveon. Slash now picking up red buff, also walking towards top side. The bees are spawning, but they're just going to disappear very fast. But actually the Hyper Voice getting focused on Overlord, and Overlord has the eject button away. Does live though. Otter looking for another Hyper Voice. They're going to secure the bees on top side. Very important. Otter now looking maybe to walk towards bot side. Join with Hooper and Blissey on bot. On bottom path. Sorry, bottom path, guys. It's not lane, it's a path. Well, proof against Volby. Where he just walks up and takes the Corpfish away. Audience are being taken. Slash back in the jungle. We also have the Cinderace farming the jungle again. And yeah, we also have a Cinderace instead of the Greninja from last game. So we have 2 changes in their picks for BlvkHvnd. Going on to the Cinderace. We pretty much have barely seen any Cinderace the entire tournament. There's been a lot of Blastoise, a lot of Greninja, but rarely any Cinderace. Buddy Barrier nerf does hurt Cinderace quite a lot. It's pretty hard to keep a Cinderace sometimes alive in teamfights. Cinderace was a character that relied a lot on Buddy Barrier shields being there and being able to live with it. Top lane, we see a dive, and actually, Volby just going down. Celestia also on the wrong side of the map is going to get picked off as well. Goes down in the enemy flux zone. A bit too deep there. They're trying to slash his pre-game ritual, resetting the router. Makes sense. Can Otter find a kill with the Hyper Voice Sylveon? Overlord is dropping so low, yes, and the Hyper Voice picks it up. Kira's also only on half HP. Can Otter maybe look for something more? No. Volby charging up the Power Punch. Can't quite find anything. The beasts are going to get taken down very, very fast. An Egg Bomb flies through. But Otter's going to secure this. Actually, I should have given this to Otter. He's so close to level 8. I think Volby taking the last on the beat, there's a kind of a mistake. He does get his Bone Rush, but Sylveon is so close to level 8. It's going to pick up 2 Audinos though, which I think will get him level 8 on bot side. And they're going to go towards Dread again. No, he's so close to it. He's not quite 8 though yet. Dread is dropping under half HP and it's going to get bursted very fast, and it goes over to the right side. Lucario. Volby is able to pick it up with the close combat, if I saw it correctly. Power punches back in. Can he find a kill? But now Curious with the Unite move on Cinderace looking for some kills as well. They already find 2. Sylveon and Lucario go down. Can Curious find any more? Don't think so. Blaze kicks in, Flame charges back out. Couldn't quite find anything else, but even though they lost Dread, still he's getting some kills. So XP is still looking quite even across the board. Curious actually being the highest level in the game with 11-9 Cinderace. We don't have a single 11-9 yet on the side of Full Send. Celestia going back to Shange, picking it up. Hyper Voice, we also see Hyperspace, whole rotation is coming through. Rotom is still up as well. Fully up for grabs. But again, these Rotoms just really don't have big of an impact. It's just there. It's just there to be there. Volby looking for his level 9. He's gonna get 25 in. And Super can stop him. No, Morph is too late. Can't do it. And now Morph has to be careful actually. It's just gonna get blasted in the Unite move. They just want to score very badly right now. Celestia going to the Water Spot Rapid Spin. They delete 9 hits as well. He's gonna maybe score 40. Yeah, he's gonna go score 40. It's only 1 overkill, but I think they don't really mind it. They just want to kill this very fast so they can start going for Rotom. Make it pressure the second tier goal. And they pick it up. Power Punch is gonna get it. They're probably gonna get Hyperspace towards bot side now. They're gonna look for a push on bot side any moment now. But actually, I think Snow Points messed up a bit. Didn't have Hyperspace up. So their goal actually dies. I think Snowboy just wasn't aware of it, that his team was ready to rotate back towards bot lane and used it for some damage to it. And they lose tier 1 goal. They could have probably defended it otherwise and had a great positioning for the next strat. Now it's actually looking quite bad for Full Send on bot side. Lost their goal. Rotom pretty much doing absolutely nothing with this as well. 10 seconds for it to spawn. And I can still look for something on top right now. Looking for Volby. Volby's dropping very low, but it's not enough to take damage there from the Ninetales. To finish him off, and Otter against Sylveon. Sylveon against Ninetales, and they just both Unite move, and Sylveon dodging though. Going back into Cinderace, can Otter find the kill, and he just takes the Unbound Portal, goes towards bot lane, doesn't fight him anymore, and the Dread goes over to Cinderace. Syndae's being able this time to secure it. Machamp Unite comes through. They're gonna find Celestia. No, he jack buttons away on 1 HP. Snowpoint's looking for some kills and some CC. Has to also be careful now, gets egg bombed, but he should be able to get away. Hooper's so tanky and unbound. Gains so much HP going into it. And they pick up a Dread and a kill. So not looking too bad for BlvkHvnd. Syndae is on the way to level 13. Otter being attacked again, and Otter's going to die. This time he's dead. Ninetales claims the kill. Gets him level 11. Gonna look for push on top side, but their entire top bot Dino's up, so Overlord's gonna take those. Chaotic might also take some of them. Got some core pitches to farm. There's no objective up right now, except for the tier 1 goals, so on top and bot. Something they can play for. Besides that, just important to farm. And wait for the next Rotom to maybe spawn, but again, it is a Rotom. I don't think BlvkHvnd is gonna go for this. BlvkHvnd will probably just get it for free. I doubt BlvkHvnd is gonna try and contest this. It would not make much of sense, or a lot of sense. But they're actually walking towards topside. They do want this, they want some points, but they currently still have a small lead of 30 points. But a Rotom at 3 minutes really just does absolutely nothing, especially against a Hooper as well. Hooper can always port his teammates between those two goals from top to bot lane. So even if they have a Rotom pushing topside, they can just instantly port, Hooper can just port his entire teammates to bot lane in an instant anyways, so it really does not matter. To be clear, there we go, there's the portal, just in case they want to rotate fast. Hooper just completely negating the entire Rotom macro play. Then yeah, I think Hooper does need a nerf. Hooper needs to be nerfed. It's just so annoying, you can't really just push or split push goals, because Hooper can always be there with ported. And make it a quick rotation from top to bot, from bot to top. Another Dreadnought spawning, Chaotic face check into Sylveon. Doing some nice poke there with the Hyper Voice. And they're actually going for the third Dread. They're just fully ripping it. BlvkHvnd just wants this for some experience. Sylveon's gonna hit level 12 from this. And Celestia now level 13 on the Blastoise. Quite scary, but also Syndae is level 14. Overlord's gonna get a 50 cap on top side. Actually, it's a perfect overkill though. 0 points go in, but I guess they don't care at this point. Get a small lead. Be ready for Zapdos. Deplete some coins. This time BlvkHvnd has to be careful. Last game, BlvkHvnd just ran in with the Hooper. And we're currently DCing. Oh, that was a bit of a lag. Sorry for that. Nothing I can do about it. Overlord getting Blissey Unite moved. Going very, very deep here. They're just trying to kill Celestia. They're just trying to kill Celestia, not making them sure. Just trying the hardest to make them not walk into Zapdos, and Celestia goes down. That's 1 dead. That's 3 dead on the side of BlvkHvnd. And they're about to be team wiped. No Points is also going to die. The Hooper Laser off Mob Warp picks up Snow Points. And Blissey last man standing. That's going to be game number 2. Going over to BlvkHvnd. Most likely. They're going to start walking towards enemy goals now. Unless BlvkHvnd can somehow miraculously kill all of these, there's absolutely no chance. 100 going for Kyros on the Syndae, 100 on top for Ninetales. And there's about to go 300 more points in the middle as well. And that's going to be game. Game number 3. Winner moves to the loser bracket finals, I think. And they're going to face Gaming Gladiators for a grand final spot. They're going to face Gaming Gladiators, whichever team wins this game right now. We see the same comps again? Yes. BlvkHvnd sticking to the Machamp and the Syndae worked out in the last game, so they just do it again, and BlvkHvnd also still playing the same team comp they played in the first 2 games. Not changing much there. Not changing a single thing. Boy, we getting some coins in on top. Just gonna score a bit. But Otter, again, with his Hyper with Sylveon doing so much damage early game. Does get Red Blast by Curious. He's gonna turn it back though, setting both of them to half HP. But Otter has to be a bit careful, but no! What is he doing? Chaotic just so aggressive there. But then again, it's a complete bloodbath. Overlord in the end claiming a double KO. So first BlvkHvnd a bit too aggressive. And then BlvkHvnd also, afterwards, also making the same mistake of being too aggressive. Nice for Overlord. Overlord picking this double kill. He's gonna be happy, already level 5. It's gonna have Dynamic Punch. It's gonna have Dynamic Punch for this first B. We see Snowpoint's actually walking towards top side. Wants to have his top out. That just died. Instead of helping bot side. And they actually get a kill. Overlord is down. They have 4 top side. They're gonna pressure this goal as well. And Kyros gets stunned. 1 more auto attack. Oh my god, he actually gets the Sylveon auto attack. Kills him. In his own flux zone. He was so far away from it. It just follows him all the way. And Syndae gets taken down. It's gonna respawn and go back to his jungle. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not Gaming Gladiators they play. It's Nemesis. Sorry. The winner plays against Nemesis. Gaming Gladiator waits in the grand final. Not in the loser bracket final. Sorry. It's Nemesis next. Whoever wins this is gonna face Nemesis for a grand final spot against Gaming Gladiators. That's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say. Outside looking for some kills here. Nighthead's actually going down in the end. First just resetting, taking the hyperspace back to base, getting full HP. Are they gonna also just port back? Yes, they're gonna port back. Just get a small here. Get a small here and be ready for the next thing. Very close game in this early game. Both teams getting some kills here and there, but in the end, quite even. Zero again is gonna look for level 8 for this first strat if he can find it. But Cinder is currently the highest level in the game with the level 7. Might be able to get level 9 if they win this top B fight. And we see Cinder is being around top, but there's 3 on the side of BlvkHvnd, only 2 on the side of BlvkHvnd. And Overlord actually jumping in, not knowing that there's 3 people here. Is he gonna get punished for it? Does he have a close combat? He just brings eject buttons away. Picks up 2 berries. Kiaros though, again, 1 HP. Dynamic comes back, and the close combat actually kills Lucario. BlvkHvnd goes down. BlvkHvnd ends up dying, Slashcan is running in. But they can't really find anything, another dynamic punch comes through. Otter also trying to get a kill, but Overlord in the end, a bit too extended, and the Hyper Voice Sylveon picks up another kill. Next, the red Dreadnought's being taken. Dreadnought's gonna be taken. Rotom as well. BlvkHvnd, Dreadnought. There, Dreadnought goes over to the Power Punch Lucario. Nice secure there. But pretty much without contention. I mean, BlvkHvnd has very bad last sitting. If they don't have Cineas Unite, they pretty much have no objective secured. They absolutely have no chance against this Power Punch. Celestia, what makes your team the best? Repress buttons better. Honestly, that's something as well. I fully agree. When always someone asks me, like, Chris, why are you good? Or like, how is someone better than others? Honestly, that's the simplest answer. We just press buttons better. Better players just press buttons better. It's literally how it is. I mean, it's the truth. If you press buttons better, you're going to win more games. Just get better. That's actually how it is. BlvkHvnd going very deep. Didn't press his buttons very well there. See, he dies. See, he didn't press his buttons well, and he ends up dying. Also loses the Rotom over to BlvkHvnd. But BlvkHvnd is just gonna start clearing it. Rotom's gonna die any second. There we go. And a big dynamic punch goes in though. Counter Unite though. By Celestia. He's gonna try and find Mob. Can he get hyperspace? No, he goes down. They get 1 kill on Hooper. But had to use Blastoise Unite to get 1 Hooper kill. Doesn't seem worth it. Overlord now propping his Unite move. But the safeguard. He's gonna wait super long. I don't think there's no way he's gonna get a kill here. There's not unstoppable. He might get Blissey, but Blissey stays focus spent as well. Very questionable Unite move by Overlord there. Could have just headed for the next Dreadnought fight and be happy that Blastoise used his, but looking for something. And now he might actually die as well. Another dynamic punch, but there's another rapid spin water spout. He's slowly dying. And this Blastoise is just so unkillable. He actually goes down. That was a very questionable Unite move by Overlord. Not a fan of that. And gets punished for it. Gyarados though hitting level 11 on the Cinderace. Being quite high level now. And Red is spawning in 18 seconds. And now Overlord doesn't have it. Overlord does not have much Champion Unite for this. He could have been complete game decider. Blastoise might not have his Unite, but he could have had his. See how this team fight happens. Dynamic Punch misses of Overlord. Celestia is going 40 on top side, getting a 10. 10 overkill. And Dreadnought's being taken, but Celestia, like, Karis is already so low on the Cinderace. Hyper Voice damage also doing a lot. And there's another Blastoise Unite, and Ninetales goes down. They absolutely have no chance to fight this. Cinderace Unite tries to snipe it, but it's way too late. And Celestia is going very deep right now. I'm gonna try to maybe break this goal as well. Hyperspace comes out, sends 2 of BlvkHvnd back to base, but Blissey's already back. Slashcan trying his best to maybe stop this from happening. But so far they're actually succeeding. They can't break the goal yet, they can't even score. And BlvkHvnd again is probably going to die. He's gonna buy some time for his team to get out. But he ends up dying in the end. BlvkHvnd has to retreat a bit, but they have a still nice lead of 90 points. And looking good for them so far in this game still. Only promise that Cinderace, which is level at 12, but besides that BlvkHvnd across the board have a level lead. Hooper Unite actually being popped by Mob. They just want to push this bot goal. Nighthead's also popping Unite move, but it doesn't really do anything. This Nighthead's really not impressive in any of these games. Now Overlord is running in. Can he find a nice Unite move this time? Not really, but he does get a find on Hooper. He gets a kill on Hooper. And Celestia also dies. That's 4 kills for BlvkHvnd actually. Nice push here. Losing their Unite moves one more time before Zapdos is going to spawn. And it works out wonders for them. BlvkHvnd picking up the Rotom. Not what you like to see after 4 people got wiped, but at least that's something they can still claim for themselves. So BlvkHvnd now going in the lead with 80 points. So he's just going to kill this from very fast. Overlord is very deep right here. But it doesn't really matter, they just got a lot. And he actually almost gets a kill. Almost takes down Otter, but not quite enough damage. Very, very close. Rotom is now being cleared. Rotom is now being cleared. And they're going to jump towards bot side. 50 seconds until Zapdos spawns. One more is also spawning soon. Looks like BlvkHvnd is going to go for it. BlvkHvnd currently on top side. Doubt that I can test this whatsoever. BlvkHvnd says a goal behind them. Very, very hard to move into this area without a goal. So I'll probably just go over to BlvkHvnd. But in the end, this XP is really not going to matter that they get from this Dreadnought. The shield, I mean, the shield could maybe have an impact. But yeah, besides that, I don't think it's going to do much. So, 20 seconds until Zapdos spawns. Bloodline scouting out for his team. This time BlvkHvnd has very good positioning. BlvkHvnd just camping this top brush, trying to defend their tier 1 goal on top. BlvkHvnd having complete position right now over the Zapdos pit, which spawns in 9 seconds. Slashing going very deep right here. He's taking a lot of damage already. Under half HP from the Cinder Ace. And Otter, very early Unite as well. This is kind of weird right now by BlvkHvnd, but a huge Unite from Slashy. Hits every single Pokemon on the side of BlvkHvnd. They're going to go in now, they get 1 kill. Overlord's already dead, but BlvkHvnd claims 2 kills and Zapdos is dead. Zapdos in all of this match just died. I don't even know what Zapdos died to. But somehow Zapdos is dead. They're going to have 60 and 100 points on top. But it's not over yet. It is not over. BlvkHvnd is going to score on top side. 100 points is going to put them into the lead. BlvkHvnd is sitting in the lead right now with 14 points after this cap. Oh, it's going to be so close. This is going to be a crazy close endgame. BlvkHvnd does get Zapdos, but they lost a lot of members there, so they couldn't score. And Mopop actually goes down. Ooh. BlvkHvnd's going to look for a push on the bottom tier 1 goal. Slash can looking for top side. 14-point difference. 14-point difference. Power Punch goes on Slash Can, and they're now in lead. They're in the lead. BlvkHvnd just gives them the point. It says close battle though. It still says close battle. Neither team has any idea who's winning right now. You have no confirmation on who's winning. So let's see how they play this. 50 seconds. Are they going to look for scores, or does BlvkHvnd just believe they won, or does BlvkHvnd just believe they won? Any like 20 score will decide the game right now. Of course, that's what they think. So if any one team scores 20 points, the game is over. Pretty much. And both teams know that, and they have no idea who's in the lead. They have absolutely no idea, and it's 30 seconds left. Slash Can on top side has way too many coins though. There's no way he gets 46 in. Has no chance. Hooper sneaking on the bot side, and just have to hope, like, both are looking just from some scores, but BlvkHvnd is in full defense, just hoping, they're just praying it's enough points. They will just pray that it was enough for them to win the game. Hooper Unite gets popped as well. We see Mopop walk to the enemy base in middle, but I don't think he's going to get a score off against the Sylveon, unless he maybe has a score sheet and no amount of points. And yeah, Bobby trying to cap as well. Damn, what a final. But they had no idea they were winning. They're trying so hard to cap. They're trying so hard to cap. And BlvkHvnd takes victory. I tell you, both teams had no idea they're winning right now. Both teams must have had zero idea on who's winning. And they were just praying that they were the ones that are ahead. And BlvkHvnd takes it by 12 points. It's gonna face up Nemesis next in the loser bracket final.